Greetings from Mars, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Comfort Creature. Now, I did already talk a little bit about Comfort Creature on the channel, more of as just a small introduction. I got a lot of complaints on that video that I didn't go in detail enough, I didn't talk about the rules enough. That's what we're doing today, and the reason that wasn't in the last video is frankly just because I didn't expect it to get nearly as many views as it did. It was my first time posting Yu-Gi-Oh on the channel in forever and just posting in general in a while, and it got over 500 views, which was not expected at all. So today, we're getting into the rules, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the format. To do that, we're gonna start with the ban list. I'm using YG Omega. This is just my deck building app of choice. It's not the format's official dueling system. But yeah, as you can see, I've got it here on the Comfort Creature ban list. And the first thing I should explain is that it's not so much a ban list as it is a whitelist. Um, and it's community driven. So we've had a lot of people like joining the Discord recently being like, "Oh, why isn't this card in here? Why is this card banned? This card should be allowed in here." And it's like it's not so much that this is banned, right? It's not like we think it's too broken for the format. It's not like we think it needs to be banned. It's just nobody wanted it yet, you know? We're trying to avoid adding a bunch of decks into the whitelist that nobody will play or care for and just bloat the card pool and make it harder for people to get into it and build new decks in it. Um, Obviously, I can't touch over the entire whitelist, but something I do want to touch over is the ability here to kind of include modern decks into a pre-modern format and keep them lower powered. Like I've been playing Melfi's, I topped with Melfi. It's like a really cool advantage engine that doesn't actually have the capacity to win you games. You know, there's no puppy, there's no rescue cat. After the last tournament, we banned rescue cat. We're just playing the cat, like we have the caddy and the pony and the joyous. Like it's a really cool advantage engine. Um, One that people might think is broken is Pearly, but it's like honestly not been that impactful. Like it sees play splashably in I mean most notably it sees play in Faerun's Thunder Madolche Pearly deck, but the engine is just it's just pretty sleepy, one Lily, two Pearly, and it's a cool splashable engine that doesn't do that much. Um it's just nice for like negation or compulse, and honestly, it is almost never the deciding factor in games. Um, we've seen a lot of like success with Metalfoes a couple tournaments ago. We have recently added Orcust, but there's like nothing to go in on it, right? It's just like dark machine support. There's horror symbol Bombird, and we have the Galatea, but the only searches off it are return and release. So as opposed to being Orcust as like a big deck, it's just Orcust as a dark machine engine, which honestly, I'm waiting to see who breaks Dark Machines because I looked at it. I don't think there's enough in the format yet, but like we have some of the Max Metal Morph stuff, and we have uh this card, which is just Heavy Metal Raiders is crazy for Dark Machines. But yeah, so essentially it's a community driven whitelist of decks that generally, if you want yours to be on here and it's not an incredibly broken deck, it will probably get added in. And if it's broken, it'll either get removed or it'll get hit heavily enough to keep it fair. We do have some like modern staples, but they're generally pretty fair. The one Lightning Storm is kind of a bait pick, I think. I think throwing it in, it just almost never does anything. We've got like a one torrential, one drowning mirror force, and the where is the Barrows? We also have a limited Lord of Missing Barrows that's just kind of generically the boss monster in every deck. So yeah, I'm sorry that I can't really go over the entirety of the card pool, but we've got Starry Night stuff. We recently added Ancient Warriors. Trying to think what else. Gagas are in here. There's Dangers. There's Heroes. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of stuff. And if you want to see everything, really just take a look at the card pool yourself. Now on to how the format and the games itself works. We're going to take a look at the Discord here. So until now, we've been doing bracket only, but starting this tournament, starting like as of today, as I'm recording this, so probably the same day it's going up, we are starting to move into Swiss. So we'll be doing, I think we have an 8-person tournament here. Yeah, we have an 8-person tournament that we're doing Swiss. And essentially it's asynchronous. It's asynchronous tournaments, which means instead of having everybody sit down and be like, all right, we're playing the games today from this time to this time. It's like, all right, round 1, here's your opponent. You guys have a couple days, find a time that you can both play at, right? Everybody plays their round 1, and then we go, all right, here's round 2 matchings. You guys have a couple days, find the best time for you. And it's a lot easier on everybody because we've got people here in different time zones. We have people here in EU and people in America. And, you know, it would be really hard to coordinate one time to sit down and just play all the rounds. So doing asynchronous, which with a format like this, just works a lot easier. And then, as I said, there's usually an update to the limited list or card pool after every tournament that we do. It's not always a big update, but there's generally some changes that happen after every tournament. Farron, you know, gets in the Discord, it's like, sends out a message, all right, guys, what did we run into that was broken? What do we run into that we think needs to be hit? And then we have a chance to put up cards that we think need to be hit. We have a chance to defend cards that we don't think need to be hit. And it's very community driven, but generally it has worked for balancing so far, because if something is broken, then prove it's broken and, you know, you'll get it hit. We do scoring on this system Farron setup called circuit points. Now, I don't know how, I mean, it's not my system. So I don't know how agreeable it is, because as many people have voiced already, circuit point inflation is going to go up very fast. Like 3 points for first place, 2 for second, 1 for third. Like, so yeah, you know, the first tournament we played, getting third gave you a decent chunk of points. Then the second tournament, you know, it's less noticeable, and the next tournament it'll be even less noticeable. So I think some changes are going to have to change there. I think there might be some kind of inflation that we'll have to see addressed via like increasing the amount of points given or something like that. But essentially, based on placing, you will get points to then we have a leaderboard for who has what points. I mean, like, other than that, there's not that much to go into. It plays on modern master rule, and yeah, that's essentially it. We have a couple weeks, you know, 2 to 3 between each tournament to build decks. You know, we update the card list, and then we have time to build decks, test, play, decide what we want to play, and then we start it up and we do asynchronous. I guess, you know, the only thing is how Swiss will look in this format, because this is our first time doing it. But that is essentially how the format runs. It's a lot more information than I had in the last video, and, you know, if you guys still think this isn't enough information, I really don't know what to say. We don't have that complicated of rules. It's modern rules. It's a pre-modern power level. It runs on a community-driven whitelist, and we play asynchronous matches. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy more Comfort Creature videos on the channel. I hope you guys, if you're interested, join the Comfort Creature Discord and take a look at it and look into getting into the games. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, but I'm going to have to go because we are about to start round 1. So, I'll see you guys later. I just got a ping, so I believe that is probably Faerun saying who the round 1 matches are. I'll see you guys in the next video.